Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you to take your seats again? Because the turnover interval has occurred. You can sit yourself down. Hold those interesting conversations till the next break. And without further ado, sorry, can I have a little quiet in the room, please? I'm going to introduce Leo Chen, who is the president of Sub-Saharan African region for Huawei, to come to the stage to make the presentation. Now, come to the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We live in uncertain time, but two things remain certain: technology and innovation. With technology and innovation, we can decide how to build a bright future. As you know, the pandemic has changed the way we live and work, but it has also accelerated digitalization. The digital economy has proven to be quite resilient. It's growing much faster than the global GDP. You can see from the left. The digital technology, like 5G, AI, and cloud, are also evolving rapidly. And ICT technology are becoming widely used in the different industries. This is creating a window of opportunity for us. Seizing this opportunity will help us fuel technological evolution, boost productivity, and promote employment, leading to more resilient and sustainable growth. In fact, over the last 2 decades, Africa has made great progress in digitalization. In the early 90s, Africa has established submarine cable first-mile infrastructure that connects the African countries to the global internet. Then Africa tripled middle-mile internet infrastructure that expands connection within and between countries. Today, we still need to improve broadband infrastructure and bridge digital divide between urban and rural areas. And the divide is worsened by the power supply deficit. Besides, we have seen a lot of African enterprises that are keen on digitalization, but they are still held back due to lack of experience, talent, and wearable technology solution. How to address these challenges? I think we can break through these bottlenecks in 3 ways. First, we need to deepen the connectivity and connect more people's enterprises and scenarios. Second, unleash digital productivity and enable digital transformation in multiple industries. Third, we need to make the ICT industry more energy efficient and leverage the ICT technology to reduce emission across all industries. To achieve this, Huawei has innovated Nonstop in three major areas. Fundamental theories, ICT architecture, and software. In 2021, we invest over 22% of company total revenue into R&D, and we are the second highest R&D investor worldwide. Now, if we want to deepen connectivity, we need to look at the current state of the market. Most African countries are migrating from 2G and 3G to 4G. Some countries are moving quickly to 5G. But fragmented spectrum and limited fiber resources are making this very difficult. We have worked hard to find a solution to make most of these limited resources. In the spectrum field, our industry-leading ELAA technology doubles the number of dipoles in 5G antenna and increased 5G coverage up to 30% with the same spectrum resources. Our ultra wideband RU solution supports simplified multi-band network deployment with one box instead of three on both low band and mid band. In the fiber field, our AirPoint solution leverage the existing mobile network infrastructure to extend the fiber network to the areas hard to reach. In addition, our rural telephony solution reduced the cost of covering for the rural areas by up to 70%. All these technology will help us improve user experience, shorten time to the market, lower the cost, and save the energy. This innovation contributes a more inclusive and connected society. Next, we need to unleash digital productivity. To better understand these issues, I would like to share two cases. On the left is a smart coal mine. As we know, the mining is an important resource of wealth creation for many African countries. But working in a mine is very difficult and dangerous. In this case, we worked with a carrier partner to deploy super gigabit uplink 5G station in one coal mine in China. And this 5G base station have been installed 500 meters underground to enable process the remote control. Now, the miner can work underground and work with air conditioning. They can wear suits and ties every day. Of course, safety and working efficiency have been dramatically improved. On the right side is a smart port in Tianjin, China. It is the largest port in northern China. Together with a carrier partner, we used 5G, AI, and cloud to provide a scenario-based for Tianjin port. And we successfully transformed it into intelligent and zero-carbon port. As we know, nearly 90% of Africa international trading are carried by the port, by sea. The ports are very important for Africa. We have ports like Durban and Cape Town in South Africa, Mombasa in Kenya, and Lagos in Nigeria. Just imagine if these ports married with digital technology like 5G, AI, and cloud, how greatly we can enhance trade efficiency, investment attraction, and bring the huge value for the economic and social deployment. Similar scenario-based solution can be widely used for the other sectors, such as manufacturing, healthcare, and education. Technology is bringing change everywhere. Finally, let's talk about energy efficiency. For the IT sector, we proposed more bits and less walls strategy. This can realize green site, green network, and green operation. With this solution, we have already deployed 5,000 green sites in 10 African countries. It's helping local carriers to cut energy cost by $40 million US dollars each year. This becomes particularly important since energy costs rise highly. Looking into a big picture, we also believe digital technology will be the key to reducing emission across all the industries. As research indicates, by 2030, ICT is expected to help reduce industry emission by 12 billion tons, roughly 10 times the amount emitted by the ICT industry itself. For example, our digital energy solution, like smart PV, is helping to provide reliable, affordable, and accessible power to the enterprises and residents. That is a good supplement for the existing power supply and help address power deficit issues. All these successful cases will encourage us to do more to reduce the carbon footprint of ICT industry and expand its carbon handprint. So as Africa steers its digital economy into the future, we need to make sure it has wind at its back. Here I would like to call for more favorable policy for digital economy, including for spectrum and fiber deployment, more investment in inclusive and robust digital infrastructure, more collaboration between public and private sector to foster richer digital ecosystem and cultivate more digital talent and local tech champions. To this end, Huawei has established 4 innovation centers in Africa and launched several support programs for African SME. We also plan to train 100,000 digital talent in next 3 years. The Turning Award winner, Alan Kay, once said, "The only way you can predict the future is to build it." How can we build the future? Our answer is innovation. We believe with non-stop innovation and broad cooperation, we can light up Africa's digital future together. Thank you for your listening.